Hello there, my name is Phernivy and thanks for clicking on my video. So in today's speed build, I was inspired by a picture that I saw online. So basically the picture was just the front of the house, the design of it and kind of, the windows and the doors and things like that. So I went into this build with that idea, kind of how the front of the house was going to look, but I didn't know the interior, the floor plan. I kind of knew what the roofing looked like a little bit. I didn't know what the backyard looked like, so I kind of created that myself and just came up with the ideas for that. But the front of the house, I got inspiration from a picture that I saw. So I basically just did the floor plan, and I'm working on the roofing right now. So going into this house, a lot of my builds have more of a, would you say feminine sort of like view or styling? I'm not really sure how you would describe it, but basically when I build my homes, it's usually for like a female, which it doesn't always have to be for a female. Of course, any males could live in any of the homes that I have, but that's just kind of how I go into my builds. But for this build, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to furnish it, the inside and the out, with like a bachelor or a man in mind. However, this isn't like a quote unquote, like just a male bachelor. Like it could be for anybody. Anybody could live there. It's a beautiful house. It's furnished really nicely. It has a different sort of style to it, but I was trying to go for a style that like a sort of like wealthier, male sim, how they might style their home or how they might build their home or have an interior decorated. I don't really know. I'm just trying to let you know that I try to do something different with this furnishing. So I'm going in right now with some different windows. I really like those like kind of big square windows. And then in the back near the back porch, those windows, I was trying to figure it out, but it just looked like too much. So I ended up just keeping it simple. So just going around doing some detailing on the foundation of the house. And then in the picture, it had the, like the metal roofing on the two like porch roofs. And then just some regular roofing on the like regular roofs on the top. But the black swatch of the metal roofing it wasn't as black as the other black swatch on the other roof on top, and it just looked weird, so I ended up not using the metal roof, but that was what they had in the picture that I saw. So as you can see, this layout is kind of funky. It's really not a layout at all. All I did was kind of add a little room in the middle for the bathroom. So right now I'm trying to figure out how I want to decorate the house. So at first I kind of just wanted to decorate it, I don't know, with like the dark cabinets and something different, because I always do the really light cabinets, but I was like, if this was in like a male perspective, they'd probably want darker, a lot of blues and reds and things like that. I mean, and that's not saying every male wants a dark black and blue and red house. I'm just saying, like, that's kind of the idea that I was going for maybe like a bachelor sim, or maybe one of the sims that you want to move into this house. So I'm working on the kitchen right now, the black cabinets, and I did a little island over there with those stools. And then I was trying to find a nice flooring, but I was like, I can't find one that I don't like overuse. So I found this one, and I just thought it looked so good against the black cabinets, like the dark cabinets and the dark chairs. So I used that floor immediately because I've never used that floor before. It usually looks weird with all the other different like cabinets and the wall swatches and things like that, but it went so well with the dark black. So I was like, I'm totally using this floor. Then I changed the color of the stove to red rather than blue because I thought the red with the kind of reddish floor would match really well. So over here, I was trying to figure out the layout of the living room, and I just couldn't. I really couldn't. I had a really hard time trying to figure out the layout of this like main house because none of the rugs looked good. The couches were like, you see, like kind of in the middle of the door. And then I was like, okay, well, what am I going to put behind that? So I was like, well, maybe I can put a couch with the back of it facing the door. I've never done that before. And I don't really know if that's realistic or not. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but that's what I ended up doing, and it actually looks really cool. I really love how this build turned out. And going into it, like I had the idea for like the exterior, like the face of it, but I had no idea what I was going to do on the inside. So how it turned out was really cool. I really, really like this house. I'm probably going to use it. I don't know when, but I am. And then I used that rug, the black and white one that looks kind of like paint splatter. So gorgeous contrasted with the like red flooring. Oh, I just love it. It looks so cool. I know I keep saying, but I'm really happy how this turned out because I wanted to furnish this differently than I've ever done before. Because I don't know, I'm trying to obviously get better and creative at these builds, you know? So I usually furnish the same, like a sort of modern type, or I'll do like a cabin-y, farmhousey type of look. But the inside of this is a furnishing that I've never really done before. It looks so different and unique, and I love it so much. And then if you're wondering about those like pillars outside, again, I forget what you would call that. But it's basically just one pillar, and then I just put another one on top of it and just use Alt 9, I think it is, and it raises it up because it wasn't touching the roof. It was like there's a huge gap between the pillar and the roofing. So I just did the BB Move objects. Okay, so now we're on to the bathroom. I'm just doing simple stuff. So I think I did the black cabinets again. In that little nook, I put the shower, which looks really, really good. And then I did wow, sorry, that was whipping around wicked fast. And then I did some cabinets, sink, basic, basic lighting, like a wall lighting, and I put a little hamper in there as well. So I did the basic black and gray bed with the black side tables and the lamps that kind of look like flying saucers. And then I haven't used this bureau in a really long time, but I like that a lot. And then that really awkward little square right there. I was like, I have no idea what I'm gonna put in there. So I just put Christmas presents. I don't know, it kind of fit. So I was like, all right, whatever, we're throwing that in there. And then this second bedroom, you could turn this into like a kid's bedroom if you want, or whatever, but I ended up doing a gym. I figured if this is going to be like a bachelor pad, he'll have his room and he'll have a really nice workout room as well. And so I'm just going around adding some wall lights and decorating the back deck. So I put a large grill out there with a few seats, and I wanted to add a pool area in the back. So I did that. I wanted to put that flooring all the way to the edge, but then the fence wouldn't go around it and it looked weird. So I just deleted that. And then this little trick, so it looks like a lounge. It's just like the outdoor seating, but the little, I don't know if that's a table or not, but you connect it to the wicker seat so it looks like a lounge. So then I added some greenery fencing, and then when you get it like next to the house, it adds a foundation to it, which I actually loved because it made the fence higher and it looked more private. So I ended up doing that all around with the foundation on the bottom and the the green. Why am I having like a brain fart right now? I don't know, just the hedges. Yeah, the green hedges. And then I'm just filling in the inside of that fencing with some more hedges and some grass and some ferns. Yeah, and then that tiling is just some like basic black tiling. And then I'm furnishing the front of the house as well. So yeah, this build was different than anything I've ever done before, and I'm so happy how it turned out. If you guys want this house, you can download it on my gallery. It is under my origin ID, which is Phernivy. All the details will be in the description down below. I was trying to fill in that space right there, but it looked really weird. It didn't look right with all those bushes. It looked like way too much, so I don't actually remember how I end up finishing that. Yeah, I think I just did it like that and just threw in some flowers to fill it in. But yeah, so this is basically my bachelor pad. I had the idea of the front. That's kind of how the front of the house looked like, and then I kind of just went through there. And usually when I do my builds, I don't know. I'm not like an architect or like interior designer. I mean, I guess I could like pre-plan these things, but I really just sit down and press record and start building. And I've been lucky enough where they haven't come out like crap. They come out pretty decent. So, and I really liked how this one came out. I'm definitely going to, like, I don't know. I want to do some sort of gameplay with this house. Absolutely. With like a male sim or something. This would be the perfect house for a male sim. Not saying that it wouldn't be perfect for a female sim. It absolutely could as well, but I'm definitely going to be using that. It's definitely like, it's totally a bachelor pad, but I love it so much. And I hope you guys love it too. I mean, yeah, I built it for me, but I also built it for you guys as well. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave any comments or suggestions down below, and I will see you in the next speed build. Bye.